Good evening, all. Today, we thought of going through the IPO process because, like, IPO is at the fullest craze today. So everybody are applying. Even very small companies are getting thousands of crores of money. So everybody are trying their bet with IPOs. So let us go through today about IPOs. So the general information. So what are the types of IPO? How to make it error free and get successful allotments. So I am Gautam from Fincliniq. So today we'll be discussing the IPO basics. So why a company should get listed and who are getting benefited, what are the advantages and disadvantages, and the know-hows. So what is happening in the IPO, the timelines importantly, so that we never get missed out, and the ways in which an IPO can be placed, and how to the final is how to improve the chances in getting allotment in our IPO. So IPO is nothing but initial public offer where an unlisted company gets listed in the stock market for the first time. So you know about unlisted companies getting traded, but that is not getting listed. So, and even there are companies getting listed for the first time. So there are two kinds in IPO. So either a company may offer new shares, or they may like sell the existing shares in the company. So why a company should issue IPO? So as you know, all companies need funds to grow. They can go to bank and get a loan, or they can issue a bond. So all these things are products where they need to repay the money. But the IPO, like issuing shares, is the easiest way where the company need not repay the loan. The disadvantage is that the company is diluting their ownership. The promoter is diluting it. So there will be other persons questioning the company's performance. So the company may raise funds, or as we discussed, the promoters or private equity investors or venture capitalists may exit the company. So we just want to know what is happening, what the company is going to do with the funds. So whether promoters are exiting the company, or whether they are repaying the loan, or they are using the funds effectively for capex, so capital expenditure plans. So you need to know what exactly is happening with the money you pay, you apply for IPO. So this is important thing. And so why people like us should invest? So that is about the company. So what happens, like when we are applying for IPO? So one is we are applying for listing gains. So there are very oversubscribed IPOs where you get very high returns on the first day itself, say 20%, 50%, or 100%, or even more than that. So that is happening with very good companies, or companies which are highly oversubscribed. And you may also invest for long term. So there are people investing for IPO just because it's a new company and you have an opportunity to invest. So that is one way. But majority of people are applying for listing gains. So most people are exiting, like if they are allotted with shares, people exit within 1 week of the share getting listed in the stock market. And there was information lately that Gujaratis are almost playing a major part. Almost 40% are Gujaratis playing for IPO, and they are making a big bet. So let us also see what are the opportunities available, and we'll try to apply IPO for ourselves. So some guidelines. So we need to know about IPOs and the categories and how to apply. So basically there are two kinds of IPO. So one is the main board IPO where the big companies are getting listed. So as per SEBI rule, the ticket size, like you cannot apply for one share in IPO. Like if you are already investing in stock market, you can even buy one shares, or you can sell one share. But in IPO you cannot do buy as per your requirement. There will be a lot size kind of thing. So lot size can have multiple shares, say 100 or 200 or 300, but the value of the share may not exceed 15,000. So normally a lot will be around a value of 10,000 to 15,000 rupees. So this is the criteria for main board IPO. And SME is small medium companies, and these are quite popular now, but the investment requires at least 1 lakh rupees. So a minimum of 1 lakh will be the value of one lot. So a minimum of one lot can be placed. So this is to deter the people, small time investors, so that they don't invest in the risky SME companies. So that is the reason it is priced at more than 1 lakh rupees. And who applies for IPO? So basically, as a retail, we can apply under individual category, normal regular category, and we have employee category and shareholder category. So under individual category, any value of application up to 2 lakh rupees is called as retail individual. So you can apply for 1 lot or 2 lots. So you can apply up to 2 lakh rupee in value of application. So that is called as individual. And certain companies allow employee category, where the existing employees of that particular company has an option to apply for the IPO. So they have a separate allotment. So separate value of shares are allotted to them. So they can apply under the employee category. And there is a shareholder category where the existing shareholder of the parent company can also apply, use this category to apply for the new subsidiary company. Say for example, we have Bajaj Housing Finance recently getting listed. If you are having a Bajaj Finance share, you are allowed to apply in this category. So this is an additional category. Apart from individual, one can apply using the shareholder category. So this means I can do two different applications. So this is about shareholder category. And the HNI category is the one where any value of investment application is more than 2 lakh rupees. So that we call it as HNI. And apart from retail HNI, there are anchor placements, there are corporate investments, foreign institutional investors, so even mutual funds, insurance companies. So everyone will apply in their own categories allotted to them. So for example, say 100 crore is being like issued, 100 crore rupee of value of shares are being issued. Each category will have a separate value where we can apply within the particular category. I'll be showing with a live example sooner. So this is about this thing, like where one can apply up to 2 lakh under individual category, retail individual, or if I'm applying more than 2 lakh, I can go to HNI. If there is a shareholder category, I can use that also, provided I need to have the parent company share. So every company will give a separate criteria. At least I should have one share, but this actually differs from company to company. And basically we have three types of IPO application process. So the latest one we call it as UPA ASBA, where we use a UPA app to apply for IPO. The traditional way is the bank ASBA. It's an online method. You use the net banking of the bank internet banking page. So you apply for IPO. And even before that is offline ASBA, where you need to print the forms, IPO application form, fill it and submit it back to the bank. So what is required to apply for IPO is you need to a demat account, so where you need to get credit if you are allotted with shares. Then you need a bank account where your money should be pulled from. So you need two things, and it should be of same person. For example, I have a demat, I cannot apply with a bank account which is different from my name. So I need to use the same bank account So this is the main criteria. So this is where people apply with a different bank also get rejected. And one more reason for rejection is multiple application. Say I have a demat account with one broker, and I have a demat with another broker. I cannot apply with both the accounts. So only one application per PAN is allowed. And basically there are no charges for IPO. So either UPA method or bank method. So we are free to apply and get our chances of being allotted an IPO. And coming to the timeline, so earlier it was like a 2-week process, and then it went to a 10-day process. So now currently it's a say a 3-day process from the day of IPO window close. Let me explain so that with an example, so that it's clear to understand what is exactly happening. So for example, this Travels and Rental Limited, so the IPO window open period is from 29th August to 2nd September. Normally a company IPO gets opened for three days, normally 3 days, or it can go up to 4 days also. So it's normally 3 days, so 3 working days. Take for example, this IPO window opens on 29th August. So 29th August is on Thursday. So 3 working days is 29th August, 30th, and Saturday, Sunday are holidays. So Monday, which is 2nd September. So there are 3 working days. So we consider from the 3rd day, so which is called as the T day. From that day, the listing happens on the T+3. So 3 days from the IPO window close date. So let me explain. So with this example, so offer starts on 29th, so we call it as T-2. So from the day of close, so we subtract 2 days, which is T-2. T-1 will be the 30th. So on T day is the window close. So normally IPO window opens on the first day at 10 o'clock. We can apply from that time. It will last up to 5 p.m. on the 3rd day, so 3rd working day, and this timeline will change. I'll be explaining further. So consider it as 5 p.m. deadline. You can apply till that time. And what happens on the next day? So in this example, the 2nd is Monday. So what happens on Tuesday? So on T+1 day, allotment gets finalized. So if there is a oversubscription, so what is oversubscription? Say for example, as we discussed, say 100 crore worth of shares are being issued. Say there are more than 100 crore of like shares are being applied by the people, say 200 crores or 1000 crores. So we need to have a methodology to give allotment. We cannot give allotment to everyone. So there is a random lot allotment. It's like a lottery based. So it's pure luck. So for retail category, it's a pure luck where I can get an allotment or I cannot. So on the first day, which is the day after the 3rd day of IPO close, so by 9 p.m. We get to know who gets allotted to the shares. So the RTA, the register and transfer agent of the company, will disclose who are getting the allotment. On T+2, so the 2nd day from the window close, so here it is on Wednesday, so 4th of the September, we get to know credit of the shares. So whoever gets allotted, they get credit of the share. That is happening on evening 6 o'clock. And who are not getting the shares, so they will get the fund unblocked from their bank account. So it normally happens after 4 p.m. So here, as I told, many people are applying. We are getting oversubscription. So only 100 crore worth of shares are getting issued. So the remaining people needs to given back the money. So that is happening on the T+2 4 p.m. On the 3rd day, so since the shares are getting credited by evening, so end of the day, on the 3rd day from the window close, so T+3, which is the 10th, which is the 5th of September, Thursday. So shares will be in demat account. It will show in your trading account, and it gets traded. It gets started to trade at 10 o'clock. So normally market opens at 9:15. So these IPO listed shares for the first day, it gets listed at 10 a.m. So after the bell ring, special bell ring, so it gets listed at 10 a.m. If you are allotted the share, you are free to sell the share. That is also possible. Or if you are not allotted the share, you can again buy the shares. So now there is no lot basis. Even you can buy one share. So you can start buying the share after 10 o'clock. So this is how the process works. And this particular mandate end date I'll be explaining later. So up to this date, the funds can take to get unblocked to your bank account. So this is for the UPA method. I'll be explaining it further. So I hope this timeline thing is clear. So we can try for the 3 days, and from the third day it takes another 3 days to get listed, so in the stock market. So let me explain the UPA method first. So UPA method is where you use the broker window. So almost every broker is giving this option to apply for IPO. So this is called UPA method. So this is how a window works. So you can see, for example, this is a Western Carriers Limited. So I'm applying for individual. I can change if there is shareholder category or employee category, I can change. So the issue date is from 13th to 18th September. Issue size. So total number of shares offered is this much. Issue price is 163 to 172. So normally there is a price band. So normally the company will not issue at single price. They offer a price band. So I can either apply from 163 rupees or 164 all the way up to 172. So if it is getting oversubscribed, so the company allots the shares only to the person who applied for the highest price. So let me explain that. So the lot size here is 87. So I was telling about lot size. So I can apply for this company with a minimum subscription of 87 shares. So 87 multiplied by the price at which I apply. So there is no discount. Sometimes the company issues a discount for special categories. And here what I should give is, I need to give my UPA ID. So UPA ID of the bank where I have my account. So one condition is that, like, not condition. So there is no condition that the bank account you are linking should be the same bank linked with your broking account. So there is nothing like that. You can apply with any bank account where you have, of course, funds in your bank, but that bank should be in your name. So the name on the PAN, name on your broking account, and name in your bank account should be of same person. So I'll be showing the platform also. So I need to give my UPI ID and the handle. So it can be Google Pay, Phone Pay, or Beam, or any app which is supported. I'll show the list. And once this is given, I'll get a verified message. So I'm good with this UPI ID. And there are up to 3 bits. So I can give the quantity, the price at which I want to buy. I can give up to 3 bits. So there are 3 different bits. But for sake of simplicity, I can just give 1 bit with the number of quantity I want to apply. So it can be multiple of 87. So 87 or multiple of 87. So 87 into 1 or 2 or 3. So, and the price I want to apply. So since most of the IPOs now are oversubscribed, so it is better to give the highest price, or it is wiser to give cutoff price. So cutoff price is the price at which the price discovery, after the every application is done, so price discovery happens, they allot at the cutoff price. So always choose the cutoff price, and you will get to know how much fund will be blocked. So it is 87 into 172. The value is 14,964. So I told it can be up to 15,000, and I can click submit. So once I click submit, I'll get a notification called as mandate request in my UPA app. I'll show the like how it works. So the timeline here for applying UPA IPO method is from 10 o'clock till 4:30 p.m. Each day. So I can place the request. I can like access my UPA app and approve my request. I need to do it like before 5 o'clock on the last day. Say for example, I'm applying at say 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the broker app. My mandate request should be accepted before 5 o'clock on the last date. So for HNI, so any value above 2 lakh, it should be done before 4 o'clock. And as we were discussing about UPA method, the total value of application can be up to 5 lakhs. So I can use both retail method up to 2 lakh rupees as well as HNI method, HNI category up to 5 lakh value. So if my application is more than 5 lakh, I need to use my ASBA method. So hope this is clear. So this is how like it works. So how to accept in mandate in UPA app. So for example, I'm showing Google Pay. So what I need to do is like I need to like once I give my UPI ID and click submit, mostly I'll get my request in the phone. So I'll get a notification. I can just open and access. Sometimes it may take time, or sometimes I may not get notification also. So how to check whether a mandate request is received or not? So I need to click my profile, and there you can see auto pay in the end. It will show any pending request. So any mandate request is there, it will show. I can click that, and the third page comes. So it will show all the current request. So I can click and accept. So how to accept? I can give my UPI pin, so that the bank linked with this particular ID, UPI ID, the funds get blocked. So it won't be available in my bank balance to transact, but it will show under line account. So the funds are still in your bank account only, but it is not available for anything. So that is called as fund blocking. So this is the process in Google Pay. I'll be showing about PhonePe and Beam also. So in PhonePe, again, as I told, you will get a notification. You can click and open. If you are not getting the notification in the phone, you can just open the PhonePe app and click the notification icon within the app, and you can see any auto pay request from the IPO application. So here I can see I have received an auto pay request for this particular IPO. I can click that and I need to accept. So I'll be getting a page. So how much money will be blocked? So you can click accept and give the UPI pin. So same for Beam app. So you can open the IPO icon, and there you can see pending request. Any mandate request is being sent. You can open it, click proceed, and you can see how much money is being blocked, and I can click approve. So this is how UPA method in ASBA works. So you need to open your broker page, give the details. You need to give your UPI ID, which is in your name, and give the bid. Preferably choose the cutoff price and number of lots you want to apply, submit, and you will get a notifications in your respective UPI app. So which UPI app is best? I would suggest PhonePe. So normally you get the mandate request immediately and you can approve. So the less error prone I would suggest is PhonePe, and then can be Beam and Google Pay, but it differs across people, so I don't like suggest anything, but you can try it out. And the second method, so which is the bank ASBA, where you need to use your bank net banking page. So you should not use your broker platform, nothing is required. So just open your net banking page. Almost all the banks are providing this feature. So there will be a term called as ASBA. So open that feature and you will get this page. So you need to again select the category, whether individual or HNI or shareholder, whichever you want to apply. And you need to give the name, PAN, and your depository. So sometimes you need to enter manually, or the otherwise the bank will give an option to register like the default details. So for example, I'm showing a SBI bank net banking page. So if I click my registered applicant, I can add a applicant name, PAN, and my depository along with my DMAT number, 16-digit DMAT number, so that I don't need to enter it every time. So that option is also there. So I just need to click select, and I select my name so that all the details gets pre-filled. And again, I need to give my quantity and price, and I can choose my cutoff. And if there are multiple accounts, I need to choose the same bank which is in my name and click submit, and you will get a OTP and you need to approve. Again, your funds gets blocked in your bank account. And if you are fortunate to get the allotment, so which happens on the next day, so your money will be debited from your bank account. It won't show in line, it won't show in available balance, it will be debited. If you are not getting the allotment, then second day, so you will get the fund released in your bank account back. So it will show in your bank balance. So this is how the bank ASBA method works. So there is no third party things. There is no broker platform. There is no UPA app. So you just go to the bank page and apply. You get allotment. You get the share directly to the DMAT account where you mention you want credit. Otherwise, the funds are getting returned back to the bank account. So some banks allow bank ASBA application up to 2 o'clock. Some banks allow up to 4:30 p.m. so for retail category, and for 3:30 p.m. for HNI category. So it depends on bank. Always check which bank you are using and check the timeline so that you apply before the timeline on the last day. And the third option is offline ASBA, where you need to go to the selected bank branches. And normally, to my knowledge, I have checked like all the top banks. Every bank is allowing only one branch in a particular city, so and not available in all cities. So like it's a traditional method. You need to fill the form, submit at those bank branches. So it's not a suggested one. So try with bank ASBA method if possible. And before getting into the real platform and how to get error-free allotments, so we'll tell about us. So we are Fincliniq. So we are authorized partners for Zerodha since 2016. So we are having a very happy 6,000 plus customer base across India, across the world as NRIs. So we have physical office presence also. So we specialize in opening DMAT account with complete support. So what is the difference in opening Zerodha account directly and through us? So we give a 24/7 support. So you don't need to wait for someone to pick the call or someone to reply for your email tickets. So we have a separate team. We give support. So you get an instant support, so that we have a WhatsApp group as well as a Telegram group. So where we help people to use the platform effectively without any issues. So we don't provide any stock tips. So that is the one thing. And we provide exclusive seminars, Q&As like this. So this is about us. So we'll be sharing the WhatsApp community link in the chat. You can join that also. So we specialize in opening not only individual DMAT, we can open joint DMAT, NRE, NRO DMAT, HUF, partnership, LLP, corporate. So even for a minor, we can open a DMAT. We'll be helping you if you require. So let me show the platform how to apply. So we are using Zerodha's Kite platform. So for demonstrating how to apply IPO. So this will be almost same with any brokers. So what I'm doing is I'm just opening the bits page. So where I can get the available IPO open. So you can see all the currently live IPO as well as the upcoming IPO as well as the closed IPOs. So you can see everything, and you can also see, but just by seeing this, the minimum amount. So it requires 1.2 lakh, this requires 1.21 lakh, and this requires 14,000. So just when you see, you can see it's a main board IPO which requires just 15,000 rupees, and all these are SME IPOs which requires more than 1 lakh rupees. So let us start with the current live one, which is a main board IPO. So it is a Western Carriers India Limited. So this opens from 13th, from today till 18th. The price band is from 163 to 172. You can see the timeline. So when it opens, when the offer closes, when the allotment happens, so when the listing happens. When you click apply, you can see the page which I showed earlier. You can give the UPA ID which is linked to your bank account, which is in your name, and as I told, there are multiple handles. So Taxes Bank, AU Bank, AXL, Bandhan, City. So you just need to select the correct UPA ID handle. So how to find out? Just go to your UPA app, open your profile page and find out your UPA ID. So give the ID as well as the correct handle. So I just need to give the name. So if it is a verified one, so I'll get a verified message, and then I can give my quantity. So since it's a lot size is 87, I need to give in multiples of 87. So 87, 174, 261. You can see the price getting changed. So preferably I need to select cutoff price. So I'll get allotted at the best price. So otherwise I need to give the price within the price band. So what I do, I click submit. Before that, there is a more information where you can see many details. Let me show. So you can see about the company getting listed. So what the company is about, what they do, and about the financials of the company. So about the issue size. So here, for example, the company's fundraising about 492 crores, where 400 crores is a fresh issue, 92 crore is a offer for sale. So offer for sale is where I told either promoter or venture capitalists are exiting, they are selling their shares, but the remaining 400 crores is a fresh issue. So the funds will go to the company. This funds will go to the promoters or the other people. So how they're using the funds? So as I told, almost 40% is used for debt reduction. So 38% for acquisition, so for new capital expenditure, and other corporate purpose they are spending 21 purpose. So you can also see the strength and risk, so about the company. So some curated information about the company. You can also download the prospectus. So prospectus is the one which is like hundreds of pages, which is submitted to SEBI for approval, upon which IPO is getting listed. So if you want to get a detailed information about the company or all the historical data, please download the prospectus and you can read about the company. So coming back to the IPO page, so I can click submit. So my application is placed successfully. Please accept the UPA mandate before the given time. So here I need to open my UPA app, whichever I have given already. So I need to accept the mandate. Normally a mandate will be sent within 1 hour. If you are not getting the mandate within 1 to 2 hours, it is better to cancel the application and redo the application. So how to do it? So if I come to the bottom of the page, I have the option. I can click cancel and I can redo the process. If I click info, I can see what is the status of the application. So I just placed the request. I didn't give any mandate request approval. So it will keep getting weighted. So if I'm not getting the mandate request, what I do, I can cancel and I can redo the process. So cancelling, I can do it only during the market time, I guess. Okay, it got cancelled. So I can again redo the process. So I have an option to redo. Let me show a SME IPO. So for example, let us see Envirotech Systems. So I told about SME, it requires minimum of 1 lakh rupees. So here 53 to 56 is the price band, 2000 is the lot size. So either 2000, which requires 1.12 lakh, or I need to give 4000 shares. so multiples of that. So here again, normally 1 lakh, 1 lot will be the retail category. Anything above 1 lot will be HNI category because of the 2 lakh limit. So this is understood, and I can give up to 5 lakh value under UPA category. So everything is similar. Only thing is that I need to have more money. The minimum bid size is minimum 1 lakh rupees. So hope this is clear. Let us go to the finale. So let me show the tip or tricks how to get the IPO getting allotted to you. So coming back to the presentation. So how to get a successful allotment? So one thing is always select the cutoff price. Make sure you do give everything, all the details correctly. So we always suggest to use the bank ASBA. So every broker will suggest to use UPA method, but it is not the way. So even many people are not aware of the ASBA method, which the bank net banking option provides. So the purpose of this session is to explain the method. So always use bank ASBA. So there is no intermediary like broker or UPA app. You directly apply in the bank page. If you get allotment, you get share credited directly to the demat account. If you are not getting allotment, the funds are again unblocked back to the bank account. If you are using UPA, so there are many issues. So sometimes the mandate will never come. You need to wait for days together, and sometimes the worst case scenario is like the funds get never unblocked even after the mandate end date. So I was explaining about the other date, which is not the second day. It will take more than 10 days from the date of IPO window close. So the share gets listed in the stock market. Everybody tries to buy and sell the share, but your funds will get blocked because you used UPA method for more than 10 days. So like you don't have any option unless you need to wait. Sometimes it gets unblocked on the mandate end date, so it is like 10 days after. Sometimes very rare case you will not get the fund unblocked even on the mandate end date also. So what you need to do is you need to contact the customer support team of your bank. So you never used your bank account here, you just use the UPA app, but you need to contact your bank customer care and explain them and get the fund unblocked. So it's a very highly hassle process. So the thing we suggest is to use bank ASBA. So almost every bank provides the option. So I have personally tried with SBI, IOB, HDFC Bank, AU Bank, IDFC Bank. So almost I have tried many banks. So every bank gives a very fine option to apply for IPO. So just you need to get the demat number of the broker. So how to get it? You just go to the profile page. You can see the 16-digit demat number. So you need to know whether your broker is a CDSL or NSDL DP. So that also will be mentioned. So you can just copy the 16-digit number. For Zerodha, it's always CDSL. You just give CDSL and give the 16-digit number and just apply in the net banking page. So this is the one method which we suggest. So for everyone who are getting allotment, they must have used bank ASBA method. And the last one is use multiple PAN for application. Since I told only one application can be used per PAN, you cannot use multiple broker account. So you just use one PAN, but try to have multiple demat account for your family members. So you can open for adults as well as you can open a minor demat account also. So even that is now available completely online in Zerodha, and you can also open a HUF also. So even you have that option. So as an individual, you can try with opening a demat account for everyone in your family. And another thing we have noted is try with just one lot. So the probability is more. So it's like pure luck, we can say. So just apply with one lot in all the family members account. Use the bank ASBA option and try with minor or HUF demat accounts also. So that the probability of your allotment gets increased. Say you have 5 or 10 different application, definitely you will get allotments. So there is no other secret as such. So try your luck. So this is, we are explaining about retail category. For HNA we have a different venue. So you need to minimum apply for 2 lakhs. So for small HNA we call it as for the value will be up to 10 lakhs. Above 10 lakh it will be called as big HNA, where the allotment will be on a different case. So it will be on a proportionate or pro rata basis, or again a random lot basis. So we are not complicating with that. So this is for retail people who apply with just 2 lakh up to 2 lakh rupees. So it's always a random lot allotment. Increase your chances for getting allotment. So this is the session about. So we are as I told, we are Fincliniq. So we are running this from 2016 and with more than 6,000 happy clients. So we are happy to help you. Even if you have a demat account with someone else or with Zerodha, if you have opened already, we can try to